Let's take a look at this. There's 4 terms, which means we're going to have to group things together. If I group these two together first and say, all right, I'm going to pull out a 3x, I end up with 3x minus 2y. And that is the first two grouped together. And then I look at the second term, 2 terms, and I say, what can I group out of that? Well, nothing. So that means that the way I've grouped them now doesn't work. It's not going to lead me to be able to common factor in the next step. So I try again, go back to the drawing board, and instead of grouping the first 2 and the second 2 together, I'm going to group these 3 together and leave the 49. So let's take a look at 9x squared minus 6xy plus y squared. Well, this is a perfect square, and so is this. So those are the first hints that it might be a trinomial, perfect trinomial square. So let's see if that works. 9x squared is 3x times 3x. The y squared is y times y, but I want negatives because of this here, so I'm going to put negative y times negative y. So before I leave it there, I'm going to double check to make sure that this combination will give me a negative 6xy. So checking my formula for, remember the perfect square formula is this one. So checking the 2ab, 2 times a, which is 3x, times b, which is y, would give me 6xy. And I've got negatives there. So that works. That means that I have just factored the first 3 terms of that four-term expression. So now I'm going to rewrite this as 3x minus y times 3x minus y minus 49. Well, this is more efficiently written as 3x minus y all squared. And I still haven't completely factored because this minus sign here is not tucked inside of a bracket. But notice that this is a perfect square, and so is this. That means we've got a difference of squares in here. I could let a equal 3x minus y, just to show you that a squared minus 49 is indeed more recognizable as the difference of squares. So factoring difference of squares, I get a minus 7 times a plus 7. And then remember that a needs to come back and be replaced by 3x minus 4y. So that's 3x minus y minus 7 times 3x minus y plus 7. There's nothing that are like terms in here, so that means my final answer is as such.